I have to tell you something.
What?
I didn't give the tower to Frank.
Yeah, I know. You need to find your sister, right? You did what you did. I just want to get my sneakers back.
Right. First things first. Back? Were they stolen? Luan, if you knew where your things were, why haven't you gone back to get them before now?
Inhibitor container detected. Inhibitor container nearby.
See that opening? Apartment 216. Go look for a large red box with gold trim. That's where I stored my shoes.
Aren't you coming with me?
You're why my shoes are ruined. You get me new ones. Go inside, take the shoes, and leave. And don't touch anything else. Got it?
Hey, look, you got me suspicious, Luan. What's going on?
Just go get him, would you? You climbed the fucking TV station tower. You can climb into an apartment.
It depends on what's in there. Fine, chicken.
Inhibitor container nearby.
I'm inside.
Don't touch anything. Just get those shoes.
What's in here that's got you so spooked? Luan, you look almost happy. Pretty cozy nest. Why'd you ditch it for that den at the fisheye?
'Cause that den is my home. I took all I needed with me. Except for the shoes, that is.
Vintage 2025. Small fortune in these bottles. Looks like they spend a lot of time here.
Don't fall asleep. Don't close your eyes. If you turn away, you're gonna miss the prize. Only winners play, and they play the key. So throw your chips. I'm on a winning streak.
Hey, Luan, I found your shoes.
Great. Now get the fuck out of there.
Oh, but it's quite the love nest with the wine and the view and the music. I mean, I'm starting to see a whole new Luan here. And you know what? I don't blame this guy, whoever he was, for liking her.
Fuck you, Aiden.
But I didn't... Luan, wait. What? Con. Oh, you bastard. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out, even to the edge of doom. Shit, Luan! Luan, are you there? Come on. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
Just meet me on my rooftop. Get there and wait for me. You can give me the shoes and then fuck off.
It figures you'd end up at the place you go when you're pissed off. Got your sneakers. You should also have this. I didn't realize you and Hakon had been together.
Why do you think he's so high on my hit list?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just because someone reads poetry doesn't mean they don't deserve to die.
Did you guys break up because he abandoned Frank, or did he abandon Frank because you broke up?
There's really no point in analyzing that now, Aiden. Whatever happened, it was a mistake, okay? I should have never been so naive. That's why I didn't want you snooping around. For fuck's sake, you could have just respected that.
I'm sorry.
Forget we went there. Just leave me alone.
Luan, what's going on?
You just don't give up, do you?
You should know that by now.
You should know I fucking hate whimpering.
Saying how you feel isn't whimpering.
Fine. Stick around if you have to, but don't interrupt me. I'm busy.
You getting drunk?
No, you dork. Looking at the stars.
Hey, I can see the Big Dipper.
Aren't you brilliant? Except that's not the Big Dipper.
Oh, whoops. It was worth a try, though. You know any other constellations?
Yeah. Frank taught me a lot about the night sky back in the day. We were building the fisheye, and I'd climb the scaffolding all the way up to the roof. Frank would come up to tell me it's too cold, too late, and whatnot. But he always ended up telling stories for hours and hours. And I love to listen. The stars are so clear and seem close enough. You could grab them by the balls. Frank's way of putting it. Nice, huh? What about you, Aiden?
And what about me?
Do pilgrims get their hearts broken?
Probably the other way around. And pilgrims tend to be the love 'em and leave 'em type. Always on the move.
You a love 'em and leave 'em type?
I'm just pursuing my goal.
So, your constellation would be Orion, the hunter. Over there. We're lucky to see him, because he's not there all year round. He comes and goes. Just like you, Pilgrim.
You're making all this up to impress me.
Maybe. Maybe not. Are you impressed?
Pretty much. And that poem?
It's just words, Aiden.
Words mean things.
Love's not time's fool, though rosy lips and cheeks within his bending sickle's compass come. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks.
Just words, huh?
Yeah. Just words.
So, did you meet Hakon when you were building the fisheye with Frank?
He and Frank used to hang out with each other a lot. They were friends. It's a simple story, really. I was a young girl looking for attention. He didn't mind having his fun. The good thing is, lesson learned. For life.
Let's get some sleep.
Aiden, if I see Hakon, I'm gonna kill him. Simple as that. Don't try to stop me.
It's fine. But you know revenge doesn't make you feel better.
This isn't for me. It's for Frank. I will avenge everyone who died that night. A lot of stars winked out forever. Hakon talks big, but when it came down to it, he bailed on his friends and they died. He showed his real face. Fucking coward.
You can't turn back the clock.
True. But I can stop his fucking clock. And I fucking will. Yeah. Good night, Aiden.
Luan? Luan, are you there? That's odd. Luan, come on, you hear me?
Don't worry, she'll be back. A night beneath a canopy of stars is never forgotten.
How did you... Luan, if you have spies, why do you need me?
Because teaching a pilgrim to spy is easier than training a spy to jump across roofs.
If you're such an expert spy, then give me the information I've been after.
Of course. In fact, your GRE doctor is hiding in Old Villador. But come to the ship first. I'll tell you the rest here.
Get out of my face, asshat. You can't be trusted. You showed your true colors with that VNC tower mission.
Goes to the doctor.
Keep watch. Don't talk.
You know what?
Damn
Say what
Rain.
you want about that.
Hate to be a
But
left
if
field.
when she's gone, she doesn't have a Hey, Aiden. Got him on look. Oil. I'd rather save What the hell? Give my razor to someone. All hands on. Wouldn't it be better to give everyone a weapon just to keep? And what would I do?
Hey, Aiden.
You'd be free
Got a
to do
moment?
some honest work.
Hey, Meyer.
I could use your help. Have you checked the job board lately?
Judging from your tone, it's something serious, not just another bandit problem, right?
Yes. One of my men deserted his post.
That's serious. Who was it?
That's what pisses me off. It was a friend, a guy named Bart. Maybe it's my fault. I know he had it rough here. I tried to protect him. I guess it wasn't enough.
Protect him? From who?
The other soldiers. They had a problem with him.
Which was...
Their problem, not Bart's. Believe me, I know what it's like to be the odd man or woman out in old-school military culture. But here's my problem. Desertion alone will get him the death penalty. But what he took could get others, good men, killed.
What did he steal?
Let's call it a map. That's all I can tell you. The rest is on a need-to-know basis only. And you don't need to know.
You need me to track him down?
Yes. With everything going on, I just don't have the manpower to spare. But I must get that map back.
Okay, I get the map. But what about Bart?
When you bring the map back, just tell me where he is and leave the rest to me. It's my job.
Okay. Where should I start looking?
Try his bunk. It's in the barracks, a deck above us.
Can I ask anyone about Bart?
Sure, he was pretty well known, whether he liked it or not. He was popular among the new recruits. Try asking Mateo. He's usually hanging around the armory. Then there's Magda. Never had a kind word to say about Bart. Or anyone, for that matter. She works in the hospital on the next floor.
Okay, I think I can take it from here.
Good luck, Aiden.
Myself a new weapon in the armory. This one's worn out. Good day, citizen.
What a sweet.
Hey, you Mateo?
We've met. New Dawn Park. You were looking for Lieutenant Rowe. You saved me from the renegades.
Oh, right. Listen, Mateo. Meyer sent me. I'm looking for Bart.
Bart? Thanks for saving me and all, but I can't help you with Bart.
I just wanted...
No, sorry. I haven't run across him for a while anyway. Try Garrett. I saw him walking toward the barracks.
Jeez. Okay, I'm leaving.
The butcher's our greatest enemy. Where are they bombing? 2 million people.
You'd like to surprise me, dear.
Excuse me, what is this place?
How can you not know? Wait. Are you that pilgrim?
It depends.
You must have been on the VNC Tower mission. My name is Kyra. I'm Leon's wife.
Leon. My condolences. He was a great man, an excellent soldier.
Like everyone in Squad 404.
Squad 404?
Haven't you heard of them? They were legendary. They were the ones who helped get Frank out of the VNC Tower. They were the ones who defended the Missy when the infected got inside. They were role models for every PK. And at this point, we should honor their memory.
How do you know Squad 404 so well?
I was their radio operator. I heard the last blows they got. And their last words. I can still hear them. In my dreams. But that's a good thing, you know? Because we mustn't forget them. And this place, the PK should honor their memory here, just like they did with the others who fell.
Yeah, I know what you mean. To remember. It's our duty.
Pilgrim, may I ask something of you? Will you help me collect them? Collect all the dog tags of Squad 404?
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. You already met some of them. Fitzbowski, Chris, and Lieutenant Rowe in the VNC Tower. I already got the dog tags from the men in the VNC Tower. As for the rest of the squad, here are the action reports. You already know what to do. I'm sure the brothers and sister would like to be reunited. Please, find the dog tags before someone takes them. The living and the dead are counting on you.
Law and order. Ain't no other way to save us.
Patrol, report in.
Can we talk later? Nah, I'm beat, man.
You Garrett? I'm trying to find Bart. I hear you know him.
Maybe. That depends. You friend or foe?
Undecided.
Cute. Listen, you can count me as one of Bart's friends. And as for those rumors that Bart's done something wrong, total bullshit.
Bullshit?
Give me a break. Whatever's going on, it's a setup. I'm sure the other PKs are behind this.
Which PKs?
Throw a rock. You'd probably hit one, and it'd bounce off and hit another, and so on.
How would they set up one of their brothers like this?
Don't believe everything you hear about dignity and brotherhood around here.
I see. So you know where Bart might be?
I don't. But even if I did, don't know if I'd tell you, Mr. Undecided.
Right. Well, thanks for the insight.
Of course. You just have to be damn careful.
Get this. Greta's gone completely bonkers. I heard. She called Jen a stupid slut.
More books. I may have to start calling you Santa. It's like Christmas every time you return. Almost everything you think you know about pirates comes from Robert Louis Stevenson's book, Treasure Island. But did you know it was originally meant as a coming-of-age story? Indeed. And even though it was for children, many pirate movies, when there were movies, were rated R. You, sir, are a tough audience. Darwin's Origin of the Species is the foundation of evolutionary biology. It's ironic, really. Is what's happening around us somehow an expression of Darwin's natural selection? Unnatural selection, if you ask me. You did it, Aiden. Our work here is done for now. I am humbled. Truly I am. Humanity has a chance to survive, not just in body, but in spirit. Because of you. Take this. It is but a pittance for all your great works, but it may serve you in your daily adventures.
Thank you, Albert. But I'm curious, what'll you do now that your collection's complete?
With our literary past safeguarded, there is only one thing to do, my boy.
What's that?
Secure the future, of course. Ensure the human spirit continues to be distilled for ages to come.
So, write more books?
Precisely. Starting with a record of your heroic deeds that brought us to this moment.
Who would want to read about me?
After I've told your tale, my boy, everyone. Oh, and it will be...
Of the books you brought, On the Origin of Species and Treasure Island caught my eye.
And probably inspired a question.
Indeed. So, how do you view yourself? Are you a pioneer like Darwin? Or a pirate like those found in Treasure Island?
I like to think of myself as a pioneer.
Oh, really?
I can go places most can't. I've seen things most will never see.
Aren't we full of ourselves today?
I'm just saying, I get around, like a pioneer. On that note, it looks like I finished my work with Albert.
Oh, so it means you won't be coming back.
But yeah, I mean...
As hard as it is to admit it, at least a part of me is really sad to hear it. The feelings I've read about, that's nothing compared to what I feel. I'll miss our conversations.
Yeah, me too, Thalia.
Do you think it's possible that I could see you again?
Very possible.
You can visit me at home, if you want. I've marked my flat on your map. I'll be there after the sunset.
Okay. See you there.
Till then, Aiden.
Find shelter, civilian. A storm is brewing. We'd love to have company here, you know what I mean? Come on, girl. The boys yeah. Around. And what I
Patrol, what's the situation?
About that glove for me?
I can't die.
I got nothing more to say to you. We'll let you know if anything happens.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can you help me?
Who are you mamming? What do you want? I'm busy.
I'm trying to find someone. A man named Bart. You familiar with him?
Bart? Fuck yes. Don't get me started.
Ah, so you know him.
Yep. But I got no time to talk to you, especially about a perv like Bart. Besides, boss says I gotta watch my mouth. It's bullshit if you ask me.
Can't tell me anything?
I just did, you moron. Do I have to spell it out for you? People like that shouldn't be around children if you ask me, but that's all I'm saying.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
From the butcher's men have developed a taste for human flesh. Catch you stealing, you lose a hand, pal.
Pigs.
You shouldn't be here. PK barracks are off.
Can I ask you a question?
Okay. But then scram before we both get in trouble.
Looking for a guy named Bart. You know him?
Sure do. He's famous. Not in a good way.
Had he been acting suspicious or anything lately?
I don't know. Never met him, actually. Fresh off the boat as of today.
Got it. Thanks.
Yeah. Hope you find him. I'd be happier knowing I don't have to bunk with a guy like that.
Interesting. I'll keep looking. So, I'm looking for a guy named Bart. You seen him?
Can't say that I have, son, and I'm sorely disappointed.
Why is that?
Kind heart, gentle soul. Little out of place here, to be honest. Was with us for about a year. A cut above the typical military Neanderthals around here. He was kind, but not weak. Stood up to the bullies, whether the bullies were targeting him or younger recruits. I've seen him get a bloody nose defending the greener recruits from being hazed. But, as they say, you should have seen the other guys. Hazing incidents have gone down since Bart's arrival. There's some crazy rumor going around about Bart that has Mayor up in arms. But I don't buy it. Bart wouldn't go rogue. It's not in his nature. When you do find him, I'm sure he'll have a reasonable explanation for all this.
If I can find him.
Well, his bunk is right here. Take a look. Maybe you'll find something to help you.
Good idea. Thanks.
Find something? So what did you find, son?
You know anything about this?
Not really, but it's good. Paul Cram work, if you ask me.
Who drew it?
Couldn't tell you. I've seen Bart with pictures like this off and on over the last year. But as far as I know, he doesn't have children of his own. Children. Mine are all grown. Not all are still alive either, sadly. But I remember when they were young and happy, drawing constantly. They scribbled their way through boxes and boxes of crayons. The kid who drew that, he's a happy kid.
Oh, if Bart doesn't have kids, where'd he get it?
Probably child of a friend or something. He was kind to everyone. Here, there, everywhere. Unless you were a bully.
No, this doesn't help. Now what do I do?
You might ask Stack over at the canteen. Seen them together a few times. Bart helped him when he was in some trouble. Helped everyone a lot.
Thanks. I'll go talk to that Stack.
Sometimes I can't sleep because of the awful sounds the infected outside make.
But where are we?
Preparing for winter. But we already have
Shame he's such a booze out.
Watch it, Pilgrim. Juan's the type of dude who uses one hand to shake yours while he sticks his other one down your pants.
She just knows how to fix people.
Stach, I was told you know Bart.
Who doesn't know Bart? What's this all about, anyway?
He left his post. He's accused of desertion.
Son of a bitch. He finally went for it. Good for him. Good for them. If I were you, I'd just leave him be. We all should. This probably happened because Meyer can't keep a leash on her men. You hear any other bullshit about Bart?
Well, he's been accused of theft.
Well, that's nonsense, that is. Bart is honest as the day is long. He's got no reason to steal from anyone.
And his CO doesn't want to believe it either.
You mean Meyer?
That's all I've been told.
Trust me, a lot of other PK have had it in for Bart since day one. Meyer's respected. Mostly. But when it came to Bart, her men refused to follow her lead. I trust you, so I'll tell you this. Bart's loyal military, but he had another side. Like the outdoors. Always out near the fields. Ask the field workers on top of the old office building at the intersection of Van Peel and St. Paul Boulevard. It's right here in New Dorn Park.
Thanks. I'll do just that.
Richard in the VNC Tower. Had a feeling it would end the same way.
How you doing, Aiden?
Aiden, you've been around a while. You're practically one of us now.
My grandfather used to work as a miner in the quarry south of the old. Was done with that teeny infected
A Birdman.
I'm looking for Bart.
Hasn't been here for a while. Might be watching Andy's kid. Been doing that more and more lately.
Andy?
Yeah, Bart's friend. Andy's got the cutest kid, Liam. The way Bart acts, you'd think that he was Liam's father.
Where can I find him?
Don't rightly know. I've only seen him when they brought Liam here. But you could ask around.
Thanks for the tip.
I've never believed the Night Runners were real. Just fairy tales, if you ask me.
You know a guy named Bart?
Of course. Is he here? I mean, he usually brings me books, and I'm excited for the next one.
I see. I'm looking for him, actually.
Damn. I really want to talk to Bart about the last book he loaned me. The Bhagavad Gita. Man, some of the material in that book was, well, challenging to say the least.
Fuck me. People will always complain. We're alive, and that's what counts.
Morning, Aiden.
Good seeing you.
Hi, looking for Bart. Can you tell me anything about him?
Well, for one, you're not his type.
Wait, what?
Relax, honey. I was just pulling your leg. The look on your face, my. To answer your question, I can tell you that Bart is as fine a man as I've ever known. High praise, I know, but I'm not just talking his looks. He's brave, kind, caring, loves children. Especially Andy's son, Liam.
Andy?
Bart's bestie, Andy. Those two are like two peas in a pod. And Liam, he's, well, like a spring pea, I guess. How Bart dotes on that boy.
So where can I find him?
Probably at Andy's. They had a few of us up for some cool drinks just yesterday. Such kind souls.
Up? Where?
Andy's place is over there. Not far. You can get there quicker if you're any good at climbing.
Yeah, good to know. Thanks a lot.
My pleasure. You tell those boys I said hi.
I knew this old couple, Carl and Ellie. Used to live above the antique shop on Horseshoe. They were like 80 years old. They were still in love.
Fresh fingerprints in the dust on these keys. Someone was playing this recently. I bet I know who this belongs to. It can't be far. Huh. Steve. What does this mean?
Looks like I'm in luck. Let's have ourselves a little chat. Introductions are in order. You're Bart, I presume.
No, why do you ask?
Then you must be Andy.
Nope, wrong again.
Then stop wasting my time and tell me who you were.
A competitor, apparently.
So you're after Bart too?
I am.
She must be really jonesing for what Bart stole if she's hiring any old Tom, Dick or Harry.
I didn't realize this was a horse race either.
Normally, situations like this piss me off. But if Moyer hired us both, it means we're on the same side and can share intel. So, did you dig up anything on Bert?
Something. Does the name Steve ring any bells for you?
Steve. Yeah. Slippery Steve. Slime bucket. What's he got to do with this?
Oh, he left what looks like his calling card.
He'll be in the canteen. But he'll see me coming a mile away and try to sneak out. Since you don't know each other, you can walk right up to him.
Good idea.
Let's play it this way. You intercept Steve at the canteen, and me boys will wait outside. Make sure he doesn't try and give you the slip.
Sounds solid.
Keep us in your back pocket. But if he gets cagey, then tell him we're outside waiting. So we can talk to you, or come out and talk to us. And we're more likely to be talking with our fists.
I'll do that.
Frank is one handsome fella.
Looking for a husband, but it's a trap.
Why a trap?
Because the spider will end up eating them both.
Is it a son?
Careful with this paraglider, Aiden. You'll break your neck. Sometimes I wake up at night and forget the fall even happened.
Hey, be nice.
So, this card belong to you?
Well, it sure does. Where'd you find it? How may I serve you?
Well, you can serve me by telling me what you know of Bart and Andy.
Never heard of them. Even if I had, I take client confidentiality very seriously.
And I take finding them very seriously.
How seriously?
Stop fucking with me. You want something for the info? Say it. Wasn't asking for charity.
Well, that changes everything. Okay, I'll tell you what you need to know.
But?
But you gotta do something for me in return. First.
Yeah, like what?
Like? Oh, I don't know. Oh, give me a sec. I want to come up with something good.
If you're just gonna waste my time,
Hold up. Okay, almost got it. Yes. I know what you need to do. You gotta sing.
Excuse me?
You look like you got a set of pipes on you. Let's hear you belt one out. Ballad, upbeat number, doesn't matter to me. Ooh, I know. Rap.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, okay, well, if you want me to tell you about Bart, then you'll do it.
That's ridiculous.
Judging by your reaction, might be therapeutic. You got the music in you. Let it out.
You can't be serious.
Last chance to get what you want. Rap like no one's listening. Although everyone in this place most certainly will be.
Fine. I'll do it.
Frank is
is one handsome fella. It's a shame he's such a booze hound.
Let's see if you can lay it down. Talk to me, bro.
They call me a pilgrim. It means I've been around. Let me tell you that Villador's one badass town. Biomarkers are dope. They give people hope. Yeah! And that giant cathedral makes me feel like the Pope.
Epic, brother! Simply epic!
To the top of this town, to the waters below. There ain't no place in this city that I can't go. Yeah, I got mad skills and quite a few kills. Yeah! You can pay me to help you, but I ain't no hoe.
Alright.
I say fuck, you say... Honestly, I don't care what you say.
Oh, boo! Hey, yo, cat got your tongue, dude?
We come to the end of our gloomy little tale. About a sad, sorry sucker who's destined to fail. A cowardly fighter, he'll run from every biter.
Don't stop picking on me! He's in love!
Pussy couldn't even hold his own against a snail!
Not bad, Aiden, my man. Some of your rhymes were busted, but nice try. Come sit back down. That's what I call an unforgettable performance. Gotta admit, when I asked you to sing, I was yanking your chain. But that was perfect.
You're gonna tell me what I need to know, or I'm...
Oh, right away. No further delay. Fine. Your Bobbsey twins hired me to make sure they and their kid got to the Colonel safely. Paid well, easy job, really. But we ran into a peacekeeper patrol along the way. Nasty bunch. Your boys freaked the hell out, worried about the kid, and had me leave them right then and there. I mean, what do I care? They paid me up front.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
You sure?
Believe me, I'd love to drop another quarter in the jukebox for one more song, but I'm being honest here. That's all I know.
All right then. Tell me where you left them.
There's an old coffee shop, not far from here, by the off-ramp from the E12, by a metro stop. You can figure it out from there.
My sister found some weird tapes inside an abandoned building the other day.
Frank is one handsome fella. It's a shame he's such a booze hound.
Signs of a fight. Recent, too. Very recent. The weapon broke. Looks familiar. They're hiding nearby. Based on this, they gotta be.
Inhibitor container detected. Inhibitor container detected.
One. New message.
Who the hell are you, and what do you want?
Whoa, calm down. I'm just here to talk. You look familiar. You Bart?
Yeah. You're Aiden. DeMeyer sent you.
Yeah, she told me to find you and get back what you stole. But I talked to Sta, and more than a few others about you. Maybe think there's more to this situation than meets the eye.
Meyer tried, but she couldn't help. I couldn't take it anymore. Day after day.
Will you two keep it down? Liam's asleep in the next room.
But whatever your personal issues are, desertion and theft are serious. She plans to send her men for you.
She'll get a lot of volunteers for the search team. I'll be executed on the spot if they find me. Probably why she sent you. Give me a running start.
So, you did steal the map.
It isn't a map, per se, but tells the location of some secret PK stash. Weapons, I bet. It's all I can think of to offer in exchange for the Colonel granting safe haven to the three of us.
I see.
Like hell. People like you never do. You never see.
Andy, stay out of this.
It's too late for that. You know it. Fuck this map or stash or whatever the fuck it is. The PK are the monsters here.
Surely you understand. You'd have taken this from me by now if you didn't.
Is that what you think?
I do. If you go back to Meyer and tell her you've killed us, I'll give you the coded message. And my dog tags. Do this. Please. Just let us be.
I sympathize. But desertion and theft are serious crimes, and I have a job to do.
Please. This isn't desertion. This is survival. Not just for me, but Andy and Liam as well.
Would you please just help us?
None of you deserve this. Least of all, Liam. I'll help you.
Oh, thank God.
Andy, give Aiden the message and my dog tags. It's okay.
If you say so.
I had planned on going to the ship's library and finding a book or two that could help me decipher it. But things went south real quick. I didn't have time to check.
Maybe I'll check. I'm curious what this is all about.
Just don't get caught, or you'll be right behind us. Assuming you don't get caught, you'll never see us again.
You're better off not going to the Colonel anyway. You know they call him the Butcher, right?
We don't have a choice.
What do we do?
We'll stay here for now, till we figure out what to do next.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. If I could find you here, others could just as easily. You should keep moving.
You're right. We gotta keep a low profile in any case. But at least we're alive, and we'll be together.
I wish you all luck. Take care.
Looks like we got a real party going on here.
You're Clint's man, I gather.
Yep, he weren't kidding. You're a real bloodhound to track these pervs down like you did.
Wait there. I'll handle this.
Your work is done here. Just give us the map, and we'll take it to the canteen where Clint's waiting for it.
Not a chance. Tell Clint to fuck off. This goes to Meyer.
Fuck off! We do the fucking around here, buddy. So get ready for us to fuck you up. Man, I just been waiting for an excuse to kill you. And now I got it. Get him! Steady.
I'm gonna enjoy killing you. I'm gonna.
Message 1. Received July 16th, 2022. At 52 p.m.
Marcelo, this is Francois. Why aren't you picking up? We need to finish my movie. We are so close to the final shot.
Inhibitor container detected.
You're safe. They can't hurt you now.
If only that was the last of our worries. Don't talk like that. We're alive, thanks to Aiden.
I suppose. What'll happen to us now?
One step at a time, Andy. Let's get packing. Quickly.
Good idea. You don't want anyone else finding you. It's Aiden.
Come in.
We have a nice place.
Thanks. At least here you can pretend that this whole nightmare isn't happening outside. You know, I had a dream.
What dream?
That one morning, I went outside. There were people on the streets, kids playing, people in the cafes, like in the books I read. Crazy, right?
I think we all share that dream.
Do you think if this world were different, would you get married? Build a house?
That seems unlikely. It's so detached from what my life is.
My everyday life is in my imagination. In literature. I'm probably just a weak little girl to you.
No. You're sensitive, but that doesn't mean you're weak. Those who are weak just give up. They stop caring about anything, give up on life. But you still care. It means you still fight.
Someone told me once that only the gentle are ever really strong. Will you hold me? Aiden, can we pretend that what's outside isn't happening? Just this one time.
All right, Thalia. Just this one time.
Were you just gonna slip out?
Well, no, it's just that, you know.
Monsters to fight, people to save. I've read those books.
I'll see you later.
Maybe you will. Maybe you won't. We both know the world we live in, after all.
Didn't you say yours was the world of imagination?
But not delusions. I'm glad this dream has come true.
Likewise.
I know. Goodbye, Aiden.
Been acting strangely lately. Maybe he just ate bad plan.
Can't imagine this thing once sailed at sea.
So, you helping Rainer? Save me! Somebody! Who said that? Who said that? I'll teach you new tricks.
You're back. And?
And your boy Clint was a real charmer. Thanks for that.
Look, I had to double down on finding Bart. Tell me you found him at least.
I did.
And?
Here's his dog tags. He's a little too dead right now to need them anymore.
But Aiden! You weren't supposed to kill him. Even I wasn't gonna let that happen.
He attacked me. I had to defend myself.
I see. But the map. Tell me you at least got the map.
Yeah, right here, as promised. And I know it's not a map.
Whatever. Thank fucking Christ. If the Colonel or anyone had gotten a hold of this, it would have fucked up months of planning. Things are now unfucked. Thanks to you.
I'm glad to hear it.
The Butcher's our greatest enemy. He's responsible for the Black Monday bombings and the death of 2 Good day, million citizen. people.